RastaFest. Welcome to RastaFest. This and every Friday, 8 p.m. right here on Caribbean World Channel.
What would you say your favorite event at the RastaFest is?
Discover Canada and the Caribbean. Masani Pandakana.
In Jamaica, vibes in. This is Masani Pandakana now.
Masani. And King Juice is also good for joints.
Yeah, big up RastaFest.
That's Masani Pandakana.
Rasta Reasoning. Live performances. Toronto DJs Top 6 Reggae Countdown. This and every Friday, 8 p.m. right here on Caribbean World Channel. Don't miss it. Masani Pandakana.
Masani Pandakana. You're tuning to RastaFest on the Caribbean World Channel. Alright, this is Masani Pandakana. This is the famous calabash where the restaurant was built around. If you notice that it was a calabash tree, and then the bar is built around the calabash. So it's all the way up. You have the calabash goes all the way up, and it goes up to the roof, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. That's a calabash, and it goes beyond the roof. It's quite interesting. And there's another tree as well that, see, there's a tree all through the roof, coming all the way down. So instead of cutting the trees, they build the bar around the tree. It's fantastic. It comes all the way down to the roof, all the way down to the roof. Masani Pandakana. I'm with Maria Sheba and Great Pan at Calabash. So, Maria Sheba, tell me about yourself.
Yeah man, big up Masani Pandakana and to all the viewers. I'm Maria Sheba. My right name is Sandra Dean Sutherland. I started music from 10-year-old at church, singing on the choir and so on. So at the age of 17, I did my first song, a sing-over song, which is called Cali Weed. It was a sing-over song. So I realized that I got a vibe from that. It was at school. So in 1999, I was still singing church songs, soft song, and so on. So a brethren, which is a police officer from the O3S police station, said to me, why not sing reggae song? Why not sing? So the security officers were there boosting me up too and said, why not sing reggae song? Your voice fit reggae, man. So I wrote a song named Mr. Boss Man, but it didn't write properly. So when I went home, it was my baby father, who is David Conscious, who really rewrite that song for me, and I recorded that song, but I didn't put it out. So the first song I put out was called No Guns, which I'm going to sing for you. It was No Guns, and it was Ron Mushet who played that at IFM, and I got a forward, so I began singing from that, reggae writing and singing. My son also write for me, Bajo Dixon, and I write for myself too. So I have a lot of songs. I'm now singing with Yadman Dubs, and my manager, one of my managers is Shirley Wheatley. Yeah. So
Okay, so sing the song for me now.
the No Guns. I saw me tell you get to you them no bus gun, cause the bigger heads not tell them no bus none. He give the youths them guns so the blood it must run. In a gang war then kill off mama for son. So me tell you get to youths them no bus gun, cause the bigger heads not tell them no bus none. He give the youths them guns so the blood it must run. In a gang war then kill off mama for son. Me can't sleep. Too much war in the streets. Them a tell me say a politician them a do it. Can't see it. Them no know life so sweet. Every man have a mission. Them want be complete. Some a get careful, another set a get weak. Pure-hearted, me say I walk with cold feet. Mystery Babylon no teach the people free cheat. Maria Sheba not take no defeat. So me tell you get to you them no bus gun, cause the bigger is not tell them no bus none. You give the youths them guns so the blood it must run. In a gang war then kill off mama for son. So me tell you get to you them no bus gun, cause the bigger is not tell them no bus none. You give the youths them guns so the blood it must run. In a gang war then kill a mama for son. Hey.
So this is Barry here, the owner of Calabash Bar and Restaurant. So Barry,
Yeah, but Calabash Bar Restaurant in Great Pond.
in Great Pond.
But there's another Calabash downtown.
Okay,
But the guy who wants to see from Great Pond, that's the same.
okay.
This
So this is Calabash from Great Pond.
Calabash Great Pond. Yes.
Okay, nice.
This concept born of usually when I was a photographer. When I see a photographer where get died down, so I say I have to do something else. So I have a concept of getting a 3-in-1 place, a one-stop place. This was like Calabash, a car wash. I said, I have a car wash, I like have a bar and a restaurant. People can come and either wash in the car, they can have a meal, or they can have a drink. But the name Calabash was derived from a calabash tree that is built inside of the bar. So the tree is still there. In the middle of the bar, there's a calabash tree. So that's where the name is derived from. And we started out in 2004. So that was first the car wash, and then we took and built the restaurant and the bar and the restaurant. And the concept built from there. The car wash used to be up there, so we renovate now, we car wash over on this side now, so the ramp and everything. Over the years, with like from 2004 to 2010, we get like the restaurant and all that going. But basically, it's a complex because we have other people in the compound who do other things like a lumber yard, by the way, proper spearman, color a paint shop, a population store, and a factory in the making on the bottom. Quite a large factory, all the tissues, paper roll, and bag juice. That's employment for people in the making again also. When I feel we can look at the bar, we can see where the calabash is inside here. But basically this concept, I think the concept is good because it's the only commercial ship right now in Great Pond that employ people like as such, like a commercial complex. It's a residential area, but it's a commercial complex here. And basically we want to make, I would like to see some more complex like this because Great Pond is growing, a lot of gated communities, a lot of housing is going up around here, and it's growing. It's going to need commercial. We're going to need things that downtown here in the area. Like even at Kentucky, the wholesale supermarket, barbershop, just everything, all the works. Basically, that's where I am right now.
So with COVID, right, how did COVID impact your business?
Well, COVID slowed us down. Like, the restaurant is open from like, you just serve breakfast, and from breakfast that's early in the morning, like 7:30 to 12 o'clock at night. Now COVID slowed us down, so we have to be closing according to the COVID rules. if it's 8 p.m. to 5 p.m. now, COVID. So we close at 7. When it's according to the time change, we have to give an hour before the curfew started. So what is happening now? Today is Saturday. We close at 4 p.m. Curfew is at 4 p.m. today, so we have to close at 3. So it slowed us down drastically because the amount of hours is open for another sell food. It's less. We have less hours to work with right now. The same thing with the restaurant. The restaurant is not the restaurant. It's the same thing with the bar. What's happening with the bar is that we have to close with the same time as the restaurant closed because they have to work with the curfew hours, hour before, so workers can get to go home within a allotted time for curfew for them to reach home. We do a bingo also, which is a very good bingo. It's one of the biggest bingo within the same time. People from all different parishes come and play bingo because they want to get away from somewhere. Sometimes these people, a lot of these people don't really go to parties, bars and all that, but they pass the time by playing some bingo. They love the bingo game, especially the women. They love the bingo game. But because of the time, and people usually play bingo after work, we have to that slow us down also, so we can be playing bingo. So the bar slow down, kitchen slow down, the bingo slow down. But this is only for a time. When COVID is over, it will come back to normal.
So tell me about Great Pond, the community.
Oh, Great Pond, well.
For those who are not familiar with Great Pond, where is Great Pond?
Great Pond is about 2 kilometers out of town. And it's one of the
town meaning?
Outrace town. It's one of the best communities in the surrounding of Outrace because we don't have a garrison up here. We don't have a garrison and we don't have a ghetto. And most people are celebrating to live in Great Pond. They love Great Pond. And it's easy to reach in the Great Pond. Any hours, as long as not after a curfew, you can get a taxi to go to and from.
How long you have been living in Great Pond?
All my life. I was born here in Great Pond.
So what changes have you seen in Great Pond so far? Since you've been born, what, 60 odd years or so?
60 odd years, right. Great Pond is growing. It's one of the fastest growing communities in the region of Outrace. We have 2 developing communities only. On the first side and the other side of Great Pond. We have one by the terminals. We have 2 on the back street, one on the back street, there's the back road. And we have apartment buildings. We have a lot of apartment buildings also. So it Great Pond houses a lot of people. It's not the biggest community in terms of square meters, but it hosts a lot of people because we have a lot of living here in Great Pond. A lot of community, a lot of people live here. That's the reason our taxi men in this world and we have so much taxi here because we have to have enough communities to take the people to and from.
So what do you see the future for Great Pond?
I see Great Pond is one of the first commercial area out of Outrace. Because this is the growing number of people that live in here. Commercially, it's going to get bigger because people are trying to get commercial things in Great Pond. So we have a hardware. We have restaurants, more than one. We have more people are putting. I think more hardware is coming.
So what kind of business would you say is needed in Great Pond right now?
Right now, we need a wholesale supermarket, a very good wholesale supermarket. We need another hardware as well. So we have one going fast. Barber shop. Basically, most of what is downtown. So because the area is so popular now, it's so populated. We want to have most of what is downtown. We can stop. It can be subsidized. People can start going downtown because downtown is kind of crowded now. Those ones kind of crowded with traffic and with people. So people can get their goods right here in Great Pond instead of going downtown for everything. It will be good. So most of what is downtown, we would like to have in Great Pond right now.
All right, so thank you, Barry from Calabash Bar and Restaurant, for visiting RastaFest. What do you want to say to the RastaFest viewers, though?
Oh, to the RastaFest viewers, they are doing a good thing. It's a wonderful thing because what it is impact people life. It impact the society. It impact people who want to get to do things and want to be established. You are the people who let other people know that somebody is doing something otherwise somewhere else.
Alright, so this is Masani Pandakana visiting Barry at Calabash in Great Pond outside the Ocheria. So when you're in Jamaica again, you gotta check out Barry at his restaurant. Give thanks.
Thank you.
Liberty I man dealing with. In this journey of life, how you really living.
Once you can release the fear and jump into and grasp life, you'll be able to be given the kinds of blessings that I've just received. I think that's the greatest lesson that I've been given so far in my life.
The whole point of this whole expedition is to push the boundaries.
Think about how you're going to choose to spend your time on this planet, accepting a reality or creating a reality. If I've got to make a choice in life between whether it's going to go good or go bad, I might dive in on the guy who said I'm going to stand on the side and not go in. I'd rather be the guy who dived in than you.
Liberty I man dealing with. In this journey of life, how you really living.
I'm going to the jungle. Who's coming with me?
To celebrate 10 years of producing music and the success of his latest album, Release the Fear, Natty and his friend Nee invited a group of people to travel to the Amazon rainforest in Venezuela. We stayed with indigenous communities, visited sacred sites, experienced powerful Yopo healing ceremonies with the respected shaman Rufino, climbed up mountains, traveled down rivers, saw incredible landscapes and wildlife, and were pushed to our limits. It was a life-changing and life-affirming trip. This is the story of our time in the jungle. Release the fear, a sacred journey.
I make music to heal myself, others, because healing is important in these times. You know, we picked a nice balance of people, but essentially we picked a group of people who I know are all gonna get a real, serious healing.
Our journey began with a 32-hour mission from London to Colombia to Venezuela. 2 plane rides, a truck, 2 boats across the border from Colombia to Venezuela, back on another truck, and finally to the community of Shaman Rufino, deep in the Amazon rainforest.
We're staying here in the Amazon with the Piro people. They got a certain mindfulness about them, and that comes with their culture and living in harmony with the jungle.
It's like a whole party going on out here. Everything is talking to everything. Now, how does this not all talk to each other?
We walked for 6 hours through the jungle. I think we had 2 stops, just filling up the water bottles by the river. And just beauty, man. The variety of the landscape. When you think of a rainforest, you think of just pure trees, but there's a lot more than that here. Everyone survived, set up camp here with the hammocks, with some more food. Miguel's the master jungle chef. Then we set off in the morning to try and get up to the top of the mountain. It was a shorter trek, but it was a lot harder because it was up and proper up. You know what I mean? It was steep and no pre-made things to hold on to.
I had a thorn in my arm that was about the only thing that was holding me there, and you know, someone telling me, climb, go this way, go that way. There was a massive drop. It was like really dusty, and I thought, oh my gosh. But at the same time I did it.
But it's the sweetest thing when I come around you, and I see your face even when I'm away. While they all fall down, he stand up.
Miguel explained the significance to the people here, the real meaning and how important certain things are to certain people. I'm all about global unity. I know we should be working together, but those things should never come at the expense of these people's way of life.
So you only eat the head? Miguel, you eat?
Yeah.
Give thanks. I learned a lot of lessons from just these first few days. We have bees swarming all around us, making colonies on people's clothes. And at first I was cussing and getting angry, and a couple of the people just said, yeah, stop man, just relax. Like, they're not hurting us, are they? By the second day, it's just, there's bees around, innit? You know what I mean? And that was it. A lot of lessons to be learned, man, and one of them, seeing how comfortable I feel here now after just a few days, it's like, yeah, man, I've got to take this medicine, man, do the ceremony. I was kind of in two minds before about whether I wanted to do it or not. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I might never come back in. So it needs to be done. And Rufino is of a lineage of the most revered shamans, so I just want to take the opportunity, man.
And other such things. But for me, taking Yopo had the most profound impact in my life of any of them things. So it was only right to share it with the people as their lives change. For me, this was the most important part of our journey.
This is the afternoon after the ceremony. And it's very, very hard to articulate exactly what I experienced. You can tell when you're in the presence of anyone who's mastered their chosen path. Shaman Rufino is definitely that. You can tell by the way he's revered by his people and from the experiences that we as a group had. And it was a beautiful experience. The ceremony began, we had the kapi, which is the root of one tree which is used to unlock the power of the Yopo. When the two are combined, along with the chanting of the shaman and his people, they transcended into another zone. went into this very sort of kaleidoscope vision and went into what looked like, I imagined, a wormhole to look like. And sort of through this tunnel of all these different lights and colours, that tunnel came to an end. And I thought that was the end of the experience. And I was like, I haven't felt this yet. I don't quite understand why people would call that such a momentous experience. And then I was given the experience. Just hit this flurry of realizations about the oneness of the world, of my oneness with Jah, the universe, the omniverse, multiple planes of existence. I was just given this overwhelming feeling of gratefulness.
It was a very turbulent journey through the mind and also through the medicine working its way through the body. Like, almost feels like it's burning through the muscles. It's a really rough ride, but when you get through it, kind of, in retrospect, it feels like it was a very intense massage, you know, and it's kind of pushed me back into shape a little bit. And on top of that, it'll release me to a place of, you know, a kind of absolute clarity. I can parallel that to our experience trekking through that jungle. It's like a kind of a cosmic soup, and it's like a turbulent journey going through it, and then you reach that place and your imagination can go here, there, and everywhere. When you think in one direction, it can show you where that path's going to lead.
The chanting was incredible. There was Rufino and 2 or 3 other brothers who helped him with the chanting. He would chant, and when he would stop, the other brothers would start. And at one point, it sounded like there were 20 people chanting back. All these different harmonies reverberating around the room. It's incredibly powerful. I could see these beings, and the one which I observed the closest was like a raindrop, just at the point when it hits the water and the splashes come up. This living, existing being took that form and showed me itself as it moved in and out of different forms. And there were other ones in my periphery that were there as well that I didn't tune into as closely. And then as Rufino and his brothers switched between the call and the response, you'd move into a different set of experiences. I could see 3 realms of existence, but I could feel that there were infinitely more. And I just had this overwhelming feeling of pure, undiluted joy. And I couldn't help but smile and move to the sound of the chanting. It was a rebirth. I'm seeing with new eyes. Life is one great, huge, unfathomable, beautiful, interconnected reality. We're blessed to be a part of that, and I felt fully aligned with that existence.
What I've been going in there for is just looking at myself for that grounding, for the strength and for the guidance and the protection and everything, to continue to do the right thing with the right intention, because, you know, there's so much confusion in the world, man confused, and good intentions lead to negative acts all the time, you know, unconsciously. So the main aim of this is to be mindful, especially in this environment where the community here are very mindful of the jungle and the nature and the way everything's working. To get that relationship with yourself and realize there's so much pollution around you all the time, from every interaction that you're having and every distraction and every engagement that you're getting into. You know, you need to be able to know how to take yourself away and focus.
I had all kinds of trepidation and insecurity and fear about doing this. You know, am I going to go mad? Am I never going to be the same? And I ain't going to be the same, because I'm improved. Once you can release the fear, be willing to take the plunge and jump into and grasp life, you'll be able to be given the kinds of blessings that I've just received. So I think that's the greatest lesson that I've been given so far in my life.
Go to dreamland, there's no escape.
So we're going now to the port, and then from the port we're going to take a 6-hour boat ride, and that boat ride is going to take us deep into the jungle, and then from there we're going to take another 4-hour boat ride to go even deeper into the jungle, and then from there we're going to climb some mountains, see some sights which are going to take everyone's breath away, and then we're going to come back and make a base camp at the waterfall, and then go to a secret lake hidden to all of the people of this country except the shamans, and only in the last 25 years did they open it out to the public to come, and now we're going into there. Before that it was untouched land, only shamans went in there to train and to do their works, and so now we're going to this hidden lake.
Please be the lake of eternal youth.
It is the lake of eternal youth. Yeah, at least you'll remember it for the whole of your life. That much is true.
Spent the night, we passed into 3 different rivers through the different miles. They split and they divide. As the rivers change, the waters change, and we move from one where the water was blue to one where the water turned black. It looked like tar or treacle or something, and now the water is a beautiful shade of golden brown. And since the Yopo, I just had this profound, renewed sense of appreciation for my surroundings, for where I am. So this is where we're heading now.
We took an excursion up the Otana River. Otana is like the tree of life. The PRR people say that this tree went all the way up, way past the clouds. If you do your own research, you'll see that there are many stories about many of these trees all around the planet, where now they're just mountains with a flat edge on the top. Next to this tree is Wahari's hut. We climbed Wahari's hut. And Wahari was the guardian of the tree of life. And the folklore goes that all of the fruits lived in this tree. You could get every type of fruit possible. But there wasn't much for the animals. So they distracted Wahari and chopped down the tree. And that gave birth to the jungle. There's 2 stories. One is that Wahari created or engineered a man and a woman in the same spot. And then from this grew the PRR people. The second one is that this is where Wahari was turned from an anteater into a man, and where a lot of other animals were shaped into humans. And again, this was the start of the PRR people. Where we took a journey to was like the holy land for the PRR. I told them we'd do some walking, but Yeah, it was some serious hiking that we was doing, so big up the people then.
Hey, that was... So we climbed to the top of the middle mountain. This one just here. And it was a horrific experience. We got so far to the top, and then I was like, do you know what, guys, that's enough for me. I like the view, it's high enough, I don't need to go one step further. And then everyone was just like, we're not doing it without you, you've got to go. And they lied, basically they lied to me. They said it was just like, what you've done already is far worse than the bit you're about to do now. And it's only going to take you a few minutes, so I trusted them and I went. And it was horrible. It was like vertical climbing. But once you're kind of on it, there's no way down, so you've got to keep going to the top. In my mind as well, there wasn't even any point anyone talking to me about it. It wasn't up for discussion. It was just, that is it, I am done. I like the view, I'm high enough. I just had a word from Nee, and he was like, why would you go this far and not the rest of the way? Why would you do 95%? And even I sat there then, I was like, listen, I am quite happy with 95%. 95% suits me. But then you just look at it, the option is sit there on the side of the mountain on your own for a couple of hours until they come back. Or make someone stay with you as well and ruin their experience, or just get up and do it. And I've got up and done it.
Knowing how good that felt to get to that top, to overcome that barrier. If you'd gone home and said to people, yeah, I went 95%, knowing what you know now, how would that make you feel?
It would be just like you've done half the journey. And the whole point of this whole expedition is to push the boundaries on everything. So it's made me decide I'm going to do the yoga thing on Tuesday as well. Last time I done it, I was a bit tentative, and I think I resisted it a lot. I didn't allow myself to go into it. So this time I'm just like, boom, here I am, take it on. So the two major achievements we've done with the waterfall and the mountain, it has opened the doors. Now I'm just, yeah, I can do that, so now I'm going to open the doors and push myself in other ways as well. It's 24 hours without cigarette as well. Boom.
Tune in next Friday at 8 p.m. for the conclusion of The Sacred Journey with Natty, right here on RastaFest.
Mama want you, Papa want you. Don't bring your guns to town. Hey, look how me talk to you. Look how me talk to you. And now the cops are hunt you down. Siren, you hear it? The cops is coming to get you, get you, get you. Siren, it coming. I ain't no way to run to, run to, run to. Hey, now listen, let me tell you about a boy I know, and take trouble everywhere we go. And mama say he was a good boy. Hey, take by force when he comes around, turn the city upside down. And no one dares to question his action. Siren, can you hear it? The cops is coming to get you, get you, get you, get you. Siren, it coming. I ain't no way to run to, run to, run to, run to. Hey, it take a village to raise a child. Wonder when did he get so vile? I me say stick must be broken, stick must be broken, stick must be broken, I miss. Papa say pull up your socks, me child, and every teeth will show a smile. I go jackass, follow cane, bum to pound. Now all house come and tumble down. It's siren, you hear it? The cops is coming to get ya, get ya, get ya. Siren, it coming. I ain't no way to run to, run to, run to. Now every gun out a holster, most wanted pan poster. Police in pursuit of mama one boy, mama one boy. As information lead closer, him act like a toaster. Soon you will meet your end rude boy, rude boy. Siren, can you hear it? The cops is coming to get you, get you, get you, get you. Siren, it coming. I ain't no way to run to, run to, run to, run to. Hey.
This week on RastaFest Reggae Live, we sat down for an interview with rising reggae star Jade Faith to learn about her exciting new projects for 2021. Stay tuned for a live performance of her new hit song, New Love, following her interview right now on RastaFest TV Reggae Live. Respect and greetings to you, Jade Faith. Welcome to the show. Please take us back to the beginning and tell us about your original inspiration to write music.
For a while, I listened to Bob Marley and wanted to be a writer like Bob Marley. And for every song that I write, I always say to myself, 5 years from now, them can't draw for that song, yeah? And if it relates to life itself, then yes, of course they can draw for it. And all of Bob Marley's songs, until we're dead, we can listen to it. And that's the type of writer I want to become.
So on your way to Bob Marley's status as a writer, where have you found your strength to stay on the journey, to keep going and to keep going further?
Everybody have to start from somewhere, and I would like to big up one of my producers, which is Devaki Lord, Terminator. You don't know, so when we touch anything, we terminate. I'd like to pick up 3P Entertainment because he helped me along the way. Coswell McLaughlin, yeah, he helped me. And of course, Masani. You know, me and Masani coming from a long way. When Masani first met me, she said, Jade, you're a diamond in the rut. Now that my songs are all over the place, I said to Masani, the diamond, the dirt wash off of the diamond and I'm shining. And you know, Masani always inspires me, no matter how, you know, no matter what. When I'm down, she's always there. Jade, you know, sound too good today, you know. And she knows, and she's always giving me inspiring, you know, messages in my inbox and stuff like that, and always let me know that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. So me have to big her up. Big up yourself, Masani.
So Jade, as an inspired writer, what's going on in your musical journey now? Where are you going with this music?
Musical journey. Right now I'm promoting all my songs from here, from Germany to Canada to Jamaica and all over Dubai, England, Australia, you know. And right now I am working on an album. The album soon come out, but me not telling no when.
What name?
Tell me how I'm blessed.
Yes, and I have a song coming off it also called Tell Me How I'm Blessed. Yeah, that soon hit the road. So I'm looking forward to that.
So a little later in the show, you're going to be performing your new song, New Love. It's hitting the Jamaican airwaves hard and the Canadian airwaves as well. So what inspired you to write that song in particular?
You know, sometimes when you have some bad breed, man, yeah, me did end up with one of them. And sometimes in a life, you love the person, but you see that it can't work, so it best you walk away. You understand? Before you spend the rest of your life, you go hit the person or, you know, kill the person. You better you just walk away and move on, because once you make up your mind for walk away, there is always another person around the corner. And that was the move I make. And really of a fact, there was somebody around the corner. And the new person, it made my life beautiful. And that's where I end up writing the song new.
You know, as a reggae artist, Jade, that there's always more to achieve. There's always higher you can get. So what do you say to the artist who is brand new, he's just starting out or she's just starting out? What advice do you give to them?
Never give up. Never give up, because I'm plugging in like 6 years now straight, me I go. And you know, once you work on your craft, you only get better. So don't give up, because I, Jade Faith, is letting you know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. That's my final word.
And we, your fans, we already know where to find your music. But for all the new folks watching today, they've just discovered your music, they're about to listen to your new hit song, where should they look to find your music?
You can find me on www.jadefaith.ca. You can find me on iTunes, Spotify, the whole works. Once you put Jade Faith, you will find me. Yeah, big up RastaFest. You're gone, 100. And thank you for having me here on this platform.
All right now. Bless my eyes on you. It was love at first sight. In my heart I knew you're gonna brighten my life. As this love unfolds, you're like a dream come true. I'm gonna start a new life. I'm ready to be a wife, and you love stronger, one that won't break my heart, one that won't tear me apart, and you love stronger, will have my back when I'm down, won't see me fall to the ground. As we turn the pages, love has no boundaries for me and you. When we're together, baby, we are stuck like glue. Hiccups surrounds us. We are strong, we will pull through. Put your arms around me, baby, and say, I love you and you love you. Stronger. One that won't break my heart, one that won't tear me apart, and you love stronger. Will have my back when I'm down, won't see me fall to the ground. Yeah. All right now. If me man say me just get your man, no girl can't come with no contention. Any girl try a thing, she better move and go along, cause just know me a married woman, yes. Take a trip on Ghana, Japan. Go to England, pick up by piece of land. Sipping white wine, that a France. Couple millions are just a chilling on the bank. You love, strong love, yeah. One that won't break my heart, one that won't tear me apart. And you love, strong love, strong love.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Tell me how I'm blessed, people, tell me how I'm blessed. Tell me how I'm blessed, me full of pure success. Anything me touch say is spell progress. Monday I road say them want to invest. Family pa me right, fans pa me left. Money in a pocket, dollar sign pa me chest. This sign drop a road.
Pull that up and come again. Get it there. Sister Fest, big up my Sani. Yes. Run that again, Mr. DJ.
Great. I wanna know. Tell me how I'm blessed, people. Tell me how I'm blessed. Tell me how I'm blessed. Me full of pure success. Anything me touch say is spell progress. Monday I road say them want to invest. Family pa me right, fans pa me left. Money in a pocket, dollar sign pa me chest. This sign drop a road make me in a latest. Good help me possess this young girl not stress. So tell me how I'm blessed, people. Tell me how I'm blessed. Tell me how I'm blessed, job in me like a fortress. They never see me coming, they put me at rest. Pass sniper, I come me and me bulletproof vest. When they fire feed them gunny ricochet off of me chest. Strong like a lion, great power me possess. When them kick down all doors, nobody tests. Leave me alone and make me live in a me bless. So tell me how I'm blessed, people, tell me how I'm blessed. Tell me how I'm blessed, I be me like a fortress. Tell me how I'm blessed, tell me how I'm blessed. Tell me how I'm blessed, me full of pure success. Try to drown me, me rise to the surface. Can't stop me, now the world know me exist. Work me and work while them did the rest. We prove to the world, J Theater the best. Tell me how I'm blessed, people, tell me.
Let's up on the same people. Sister Fest, Jade Fiat. Find me on all social media platforms. Big up on yourself.
High spirit with the light spirit. Like the birds and the bees, I wanna live free. Gone on a cruise and make a big spree. But every day pagans in my way, so why and I can't celebrate the victory. they chat me every day, so they know with me. See them I go up your man, I try to seat me. But I'm firm like the rock at the riverside, bro God. Yeah, I'm like that big tree. The day in my life is like me see. One gamble me life like big tree. Say them want to send me in a history. Just let me think straight.
One soul, one place, one beginning, a million races. Alongside Shaki Ali, Mama Africa. Me tired. Can't take it no more. Mama Africa. We shall not be moved. We will not stand down. So much time has passed. Things come back around. We shall not be moved. We will not back down. We came as kings and queens. You hear? But slavery slowed us down. Lord, me tired to see the man them.
Trouble get you down. Never ever let it get in your soul. You gotta take the time for making work and take your own. They won't forget you down. We can't make them take control. We have to feed all my eyes.
What a wonderful world. Yeah. This one is for the grown and sexy, you know. Husband, grab your wife. Wife, hold your man close. Him have something to tell you. Listen. Not a star in the sky could shine as bright as you. So when I close my eyes at night, all I see is you. It's you. Life without you, I couldn't take it. That's why I know God wouldn't make it without you.
My name is Blessed. Okay, lift every voice and sing. From the inception of life, black man, I know you were born to be great. Before the slave ships and whips, we were kings, our women were queens. We were taught by the enemies to hate ourselves. They told us the devil is black. Now we rob and kill ourselves, deceive and abuse our women. Black man, every nation I kill the black man. Yeah, they see nothing wrong, cause every day they see a black man kill another black man. Black man, every nation I kill the black man.
Come a long way, come along now.
Cause we don't argue, we don't do rap, man, a warrior. Cross the line, make them curry up. Say I do go till them curry up. Mix up and scurry up, tell the chef hurry up. Sang the pan stereo, cause it's a stereo, that's why them not like we. You might be slightly sick in your mind, but try to keep all the feelings and Nike, cause we don't play that. Yeah, we do interview, but just don't feel like a beer check. When we touch stage and I see all the yards like beer shake. We run the wheel and me know you did feel like Pat Sager. But this and a James Brown, that's what that mean, no, never hear about the big beer. Never hear about the big beer. So we tell them, say easy, take it easy. Cause we're too rough, yeah. Yeah, we're too rough, yeah, we're too rough. So me tell them, watch a them, we not like informer. Watch a them, where you feel like we not carry chat a friend. Family you know that, shock of them, TG, Dadland, that them my brother them. Bother them if you want, steal like again, yeah. Why them a flip and know we can't flop again. Rhythm get kick and feel like a sucker, then evil get the feet and feel like a sack again. See the bad line if we win and come back again. Start from the top and return it to the top again. The girl I celebrate and a wine like.
RastaFest. This and every Friday, 8 p.m., right here on Caribbean World Channel. Don't miss it.